treats.
The Cabbage Face Bricks live stream. Hey.
I always get
that ending always is just perfect.
Get trod on. Love it. Right, how we doing, guys? Oh, PB Bricks is here, so just jump on in, mate. We're ready for you whenever you're ready. That's all good. Right, how are we doing, guys? You all good?
Very good.
Bloody marvellous.
Another month has passed.
Yeah, I swear to God, it gets shorter and shorter each month.
I know, it does, doesn't it? We've got the usual cast, but Martin sadly can't make it, so we've got his stand-in, which is a picture of him looking at a penis. So there we go. That's what we've got. We're waiting for another guest. We'll say hello to a few people in the chat first. So we got Cobi, yeah, that'll do. Fooling with Bricks. Craig's here. How you doing? PB Bricks is in the chat. That's all good. We got Mayo. That's the wrong one. Did somebody say Mayo? I don't think so. No.
My daughter might have done. She likes mayo. Yeah, she loves mayo.
I can't believe how quick a month goes, though. It goes so quick, doesn't it?
Indeed, it does. Can't believe my daughter's 4 days yesterday. I don't know where the hell that went. That was 4 years. That was
She's 4.
Year. She's 4. I know.
Time has gone quick. Now, we're going to mix up a bit this week because we're waiting for P Bricks to get into the fray. So we're going to start with Raz's section. Now, it's not something you normally used to this because it's not a stupid one. It's actually quite a serious video. So we will get straight into that this time. We ready for it?
Get your learning ears on, everyone.
So, we all know the story. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland and conquered and subjugated its people. 5 long years, the Poles were under Nazi occupation, and during January 1945, Poland was liberated, and then it fell under the Iron Curtain until it was finally free in 1989. However, in 1944, there was one last glimmer of hope for a free Poland that occurred on a warm August day. At this point in the war, Rome had fallen, the Allies had landed in Normandy, U.S. forces were inching closer and closer to Japan and had reached the island of Guam, and Russian troops had started to pour across the Polish border. The writing was on the wall for the Axis powers, and the Poles knew that this was their chance to seize their country back. For weeks, the underground resistance leaders had been planning an uprising in the capital of Warsaw. As the Russians approached the Vistula, the Polish Home Army decided now was their time to strike. All around the city, rifles cracked, explosions rang out, and barricades were formed. Mothers poured boiling water onto German troops. Polish soldiers, short on ammunition, attacked with clubs, rocks, and homemade guns. And roughly 8,500 Polish Boy Scouts between the ages of 14 and 19 formed a unit known as the Grey Ranks and performed raids and reconnaissance operations for the resistance fighters. Truly, every building within Warsaw had become a fortress, and disparate units fought to link up, but to no avail. While the Poles were able to capture key structures like the gasworks, munitions depots, and power plants, they failed to capture routes of escape and resupply, like the airports and bridgeheads in the city. This kept any hopes of reinforcements from coming to fruition. Slowly, zones began to form. Across the city, Polish forces were cut off from one another except for the sewers which led between the zones. Germans, trying to regain ground, decided to level the city. Heinrich Himmler ordered the murder of anyone found within the city, proclaiming, "The moment itself is a difficult one, but from a historical point of view, the action of the Poles is a blessing. We shall finish them off. Warsaw will be liquidated. And this city, which is the intellectual capital of a 16 to 17 million strong nation that has blocked our path to the east for 700 years, ever since the first battle of Tannenberg, will have ceased to exist. By the same token, the Poles themselves will cease to be a problem for our children and for all who will follow." German soldiers began storming houses and murdering anyone found inside. Women, children, and the sick and elderly. These atrocities were carried out by the SS Durlwanger Brigade, who were comprised of mostly criminals and were responsible for the murders of thousands of Jews across Belarusia and Poland. On Himmler's orders, the air raids began. Since the Polish Home Army lacked any anti-aircraft weapons, all they could do was hide in the basements and sewers as the bombs dropped. As the city burned all around them, truly heroic actions were taking place. The Grey Ranks, also known as the Bees, lived up to their namesake and became a hive of resistance all across the city. Boys, only 16 years old, started swarming German tanks and blowing them up with grenades and Molotovs, and 14-year-old girls were operating as medics and munitions carriers on the front lines. Street-to-street fighting, worse than what the Russians had endured in Stalingrad, started to take place. The Bees managed to push through the German lines and liberated the Jewish ghetto and concentration camp within the city. 380 Jewish prisoners took up arms and started fighting with the resistance, who was at this point comprised of women, children, and men from all walks of life. The only thing uniting them was that they were all willing to die for a free Poland. German tanks started to roll into the city, and to discourage the use of Molotovs, they made Polish women march in front of them, using them as literal human shields. At the end of August, Polish forces were retreating from the Old Town to link up with stronger sections of the line. Prospects were looking grim, and food and supplies were non-existent. Even the water was starting to run scarce, and the German forces poisoned the wells and dumped bodies into the causeways to ensure it was unusable. On September 15th, on the outskirts of the city, the Russians were starting to reach the Vistula. They offered sporadic artillery fire and tried to send supplies across the river. American and British planes also tried to drop supplies to the beleaguered fighters, but in a cruel twist of fate, almost 80% of those supplies ended up in German hands. Just as it looked like the Russians were going to break through, they pulled back due to heavy fire coming from the riverside. With German forces surrounding the city on the ground and the Luftwaffe in control of the skies, Warsaw was on its own. Slowly, the Germans began demolishing strong points around the city. Big guns, like the Karl Gerät, were used to drop devastating mortars on the resistance fighters. As the Poles retreated, they slunk through the sewers. Many ran into German patrols or were burnt out using flamethrowers. You can see what this looks like today by visiting the Warsaw Rising Museum. In the end, only a few blocks were still under Home Army control. The defenders turned every home into a stronghold, and every door into a bunker. Eventually, the weary Germans wanted to end the fighting so they could concentrate on the Russians, and offered the Polish resistance fighters terms. All combatants must exit the city and none shall be executed. The terms were accepted. 15,000 Home Army soldiers were taken away as prisoners of war, and 500,000 civilians were evacuated from the city. After the surrender, Himmler said, "The city must completely disappear from the surface of the earth. No stone can remain standing, and every building must be razed to its foundation." In one of the final great tragedies of World War II, German engineers gathered dynamite and flamethrowers and systematically, building by building, block by block, razed Warsaw to the ground. In the end, 85% of the city was gone. Literally nothing but ash and rubble remained. Today, the heroes of the Warsaw Uprising are remembered by the Poles for the brave and noble sacrifice they laid upon the altar of freedom. The free Poland, which they had fought and died for, has finally come into being, and the city of Warsaw rose from the ashes.
Oh, that was deep.
Yeah, that was not a normal Raz video for you there, but it was very good, nonetheless.
Fantastic. Yeah, it really was good.
Yeah, his editing's very good. Nice bit of Chopin at the end there. You know. How we doing, P Bricks? We good?
We're good. Yeah,
Good.
everything's fine. Yeah, let's call it technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're used to those ourselves. Yeah.
You should see our chat on Instagram. Technical difficulty is one word for it.
I think that went down quite well, to be honest, in the chat. So that's good.
It did.
It was really good. Really interesting.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't think probably a lot of people know about that side of the Warsaw thing and all that. You know.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it's all part of my historical diploma, and it's all going to be coming up. I do know quite a bit about the before and after, pre-invasion. Yeah, I mean, I've just a couple of months ago we done one. It's like could have actually changed Poland, because obviously Britain and France actually had an agreement with Poland, not if Germany invades, we're going to come in and show something up. And if everyone says about the phony war, nothing really happened. France actually did start moving up, and then they turned around and had cheese and crackers, and then turned around and came home. And I wish I was taking the piss out of the French there, but that's exactly what they did do. They actually moved up. They went probably about 30 miles into Germany. They actually got it into Germany. They weren't far away from, because all the German forces were going in Warsaw. Everyone was there. Germany was wide open. France moved up. They got so far, opened up a bottle of wine, had a couple of crackers, and then they turned around, went home. Meanwhile, the British were mobilising, coming in. Before you know it, the French were back, and then Warsaw fell, Poland fell, and now we were on the back foot, literally.
We were drinking tea
in the phony war.
There you go. Every day's a school day, as they say.
It is.
Shall we get into the catalogue? I know we've all seen this quite a few times, but it's been a month since the last streams, and it came out kind of in between. So we'll have a quick look through and give our thoughts on all the new stuff. Got to find it now, and there we go. Right. Can you all see that?
Yeah,
Indeed.
Say yes for yes and no for
Yes.
no.
Yes.
no for yes, maybe.
No for yes and yes for no. Yep. Okay.
No.
And then I don't know what I'm talking about. Once we've done this, we'll have a little chat. Okay.
It's
So-
the old one, right?
Is this the old one? Oh, let's have a look. This should have the new. See, I told you there'd be technical difficulties. I'm in charge.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the old one, isn't it? So let's go back. Is the new one not on their website yet?
There was.
Did it? Oh, forbidden. Be like that.
Oh,
See the new one.
Sabotage.
They know I'm coming. Right, let's.
Is it going to be locked in? Is it going to be locked into landlocked country? Is it going to be locked in like you need a VPN or something like that?
No, you shouldn't do. Oh, there it is. The one at the top that says no. That's the one. Wow. Levels of professionalism here. Right, share. Share screen.
Is there a frigging Lancaster in this one?
Oh, shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna have to get a bleeper for every time you say that.
God, Bennett, that's going to be one hell of a bleeper.
Well spotted though, P-Bricks. What's your name? Sorry, P-Bricks. Let's call each other by names.
Christian.
Christian. Okay. It's a little bit easier to say than P-Bricks. I think.
Friends just call me Piwko. I don't know. Do you know what does it mean in Polish?
You
No, rude.
You didn't say pizza then, did you?
Piwko.
Pizza.
Right.
Piwko.
Okay. No, because the other one isn't quite nice, is it?
So what does it mean in Polish?
Piwko is also my last name. So Piwko in Polish means beer.
Hey!
There we go.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Fitting well here then.
Yeah, bit of beer, bit of Polish beer. Okay, let's get into this. So the new one on this page is the Independent.
Yeah.
What do we all think of that?
I love a useless vehicle. Much whatever. Well, it was built up north, so yeah. What
Try
can
to
you
say so,
expect? Well, stop going on strike.
I'm gonna say the fastest steam train in the world was made up off, but whatever.
So this is the 1 to 35 scale because there's obviously two camps, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's the 1 to 28 and the 1 to 35. It's absolutely pissing it down there.
Is it? Oh shit! No, it hasn't reached us yet. Not yet.
So it's an interesting tank. Isn't it? Only one in the world, which is in the Tank Museum,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a pretty cool tank. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's actually like in not in a digital form.
Yeah, it looks the green looks a little bit off, but I'm sure it won't be like that in the real.
No, it won't be that green.
No. I mean, it should be. I mean, it should be a big, beefy old bloody tank because it is massive. Whole thing that is. So I want it to be. Yeah, I want it to be at least longer than my Mark 1 that I've got up here behind me, or Mark 5 actually. Mark 5. That'd be quite.
What are your guys' thoughts?
It has almost the same count of bricks as Mark 5. Okay, Mark 5.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
You told you that it would look nice with your Mark 1.
Yeah, I've got the Mark 5 up behind me here.
Okay.
The old World War one, and obviously that's kind of like based around.
It's the new one, right?
It's the only one. Yeah, independent. Yeah, the joint adventure between America and Britain is what they came up with.
Is it that one there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the
same
Mark 5, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Male,
See, I've got the old one. I've got the one before it. Obviously, they changed the colour to brown.
Okay, same scale though, isn't it?
Same scale, yeah.
What's your thoughts, you guys, on 1 to 35 versus 1 to 28? What do you prefer? Because there's a bit of a some people like the 35, some like the 28. Do you care?
I don't mind the 135 scale. I don't mind it because I mean, obviously, most of mine behind me are 135 anyway. I think actually my Challenger 2 tank though is actually a completely different scale altogether. I believe it doesn't actually fit in. It doesn't actually fit in with the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't actually know what the Challenger 2 tank. I don't actually know what scale that one is because it wasn't on the box.
Is it 1 to 1?
No, definitely not 1 to 1. I wish it was.
Can you drive it to work? You know?
This screen would be looking very different otherwise.
Yeah. What about yourself?
I'm a big fan of 1 to 48 scale.
Okay, the small.
Yeah.
So these little, I show these every week, but these little chaps, these little ones here,
yeah, no,
they are nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
I think you don't have a lot of space for them for bricks, right?
Yeah, they don't take up much space now. That's the bonus. But I think Arta said they're going to carry on doing both scales, which is nice. So
it caters for everybody's tastes and stuff, and they've got more size range to choose from, then, aren't they?
But it's also for people who don't want to spend a lot of money out. You know, it's like if you got 50 euros, you know, it's like, well, I'll pick up one for 20 euros, you know, so 10,
exactly
20
right.
You know, it hits that nice little sweet spot, doesn't it? So
yeah. So on this page, I think I think we've seen most of these before. To be fair, just having a quick glance, I've not seen anything newish there, other than the post infantry, which doesn't seem to materialise yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just keeps saying new for 2022. So I don't know if they've actually surfaced yet. These little battle pack of mini dudes. They're not too bad. The printing though, they're improving, as we saw on the video yesterday. We've got back prints coming,
Getting very good.
They
which
do.
is nice
They
to
are
see.
getting better all the time.
Yeah, and long may it continue. The printing and the new factory should help that. Basil would like to see some smaller scale planes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout. That'll be quite good.
You could pretend you're King Kong, couldn't you? And smash it.
That's actually not a bad shout. You know, you could do a smaller scale boats and smaller scale planes. You know, I think that'll work. Especially planes. I think that'll work
Did
pretty
come out,
bloody
yeah.
well.
Someone said they did come out, so I stand corrected.
There you go. See right there.
So
They
it's
do
the
smaller
man.
scale planes. There you go. You can have
On
that.
this one, I think we got a load of new SDKFZs on here, which they're all out now. These ones. So I just built the field kitchen one, which was really cool, to be fair. Even if it has got Greg Wallace in it. The flag, I'd like to get that. That's quite a nice one.
Yes.
But there's nothing really that new on that one. So
No.
we'll skip that one. And again, who's got a tog here? Have you got a tog, Christian?
No. As I said before, I'm a big fan of 1 to 48K, so talk is too big for me.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a bit of a,
too expensive.
yeah, it's a bit of a big boy, that one, isn't it? Solar, you're about to have that.
Yeah, I've got that one. Not built, but I have got it. I actually bought that at the Tank Museum, actually, funny enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it was there on the shelf, and well, I could not resist. Thank you very
I
much.
must have it.
Yeah.
The only newish one on here is the Panther with the German and Polish. Oh, sorry, there's a couple of new ones down there as well. Quite like the one with the side skirts, if I'm honest. But I like the fact that you can get. Do you think they could have made it a 2-in-1 and just added the? Like, I suppose they can't, can they? It's just slightly different.
They could have always added the prints in there, to
Yeah.
switch it over, take the side skirts off, add a Polish flag on there. Bosh, there you go. Pretty much that's the only difference.
Some people are a little bit upset about the mantle, aren't they, on this one? But
Yeah, no, the mantle's definitely not right.
yeah, it's not great.
Definitely not right. It needs to be a lot more curvier.
Solo likes the curves.
I love a curve, love a curvy. Sorry about that. It sounded creepy.
That really did.
Where's the
Hey, I love a
screen?
curvy tank. Leave me alone.
We've got the new Shermans down the bottom. So we've got the M4A3, one with the, I'm not going to say it, and the other M4A3 Sherman, the Calliope. So what do we think of this minifigure? It's got to be the most random minifigure to have with a Sherman, is it not?
Isn't he supposed? I can't remember his name. I think he's supposed to be something. Oh
It's the
god,
dude
I can't
from,
remember what they actually called the tanks because they were known as the funnies. But I can't remember because it was something funny, and I think that's meant to be him. But now looking at it, that looks like a French officer now.
It's a French policeman, is it not?
Yeah, it looks like it. So it's a bit blurry on my screen. Yeah, that looks like a French policeman. But I thought when I first saw it, I thought, is that supposed to be the dude that created the funnies? But no,
Is that Crab? Is that what we got here? Crabtree, or
Crabtree?
has he been hypnotized that every time we say Sherman, he just says that? I thought a low, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that is pretty bloody random. That is. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
I try to find some connection.
Yeah, we all are.
I get this guy because I'm assuming that's meant to be kind of Brad Pitt from Fury, possibly. Bit of a tedious link, maybe.
Wrong tank though.
Yeah, it is the wrong tank. So you should, but kind of, wrong.
Yeah,
tank.
I know where you're coming from though. Yeah.
You know, Officer Crabtree. I think Barry just wants to say crabs, to be honest. I don't know who that is.
One question for you guys.
Yep.
What do you think about putting this kind of renders in the catalog?
I would prefer it if they waited and put the actual set in there, because the independent, I think, will look better in reality than the render. I don't know about yourselves, but that's what I think.
Yeah, I think every time they put a render in it just looks like they're trying to rush out. Like this is what we're making. Just wait, take an actual picture of it, then put it on. Because like looking at that, the green looks all off and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't look that good, you know.
Yeah, I think they want to
Just
get it
looks
out
like
before
half
the
finished.
I think they're worried about things getting stolen, aren't they, off of them now? Because that's what you keep saying.
Yeah.
Some Chinese companies that are stealing ideas off of them. So maybe that's their thought process.
Yeah, maybe.
Stu, have you got any thoughts on that, the renders, or?
Yeah, I agree with that. They need to just wait a little bit and get the figures out there properly.
Or either that, just give the renders to some couple of reputable YouTubers and say, look, we got some leaks. Check this one out.
yeah.
For me, it's okay to put this kind of renders as a leaks, right? But
Yes.
Putting them in a catalog, it's quite blurry for me. It's it looks like unfinished product, right?
It's made.
It's quite unprofessional.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, it's maybe not so finished.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, I get why they have to do it. I mean, what do you guys think of the executive edition? Just having the rockets, and that's the main difference. Is that? Would you expect a little bit more from an executive edition, or do you think that should just be a normal tank on its own, not an executive one?
The main difference is a policeman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the main difference is that random policeman that's with it. Yeah.
What's price difference? Do we know?
Not yet. I've not seen any pricing from
price differences, don't it? If it's a couple of if it's that you like a £5 or something like that, €5 or whatever, then that's not bad, you know. But if you're looking like €20 or whatever, then no, go normal. Bugger that.
I've got a feeling that Calliope is going to be not the easiest thing to build.
No, that those missile pods look like they're going to be an absolute pain.
That's going to be another Apache one for you, Cabbage.
Oh, don't that Apache, man.
He still has nightmares now.
Those missile
I don't know.
pods.
I don't know why it's just not a 2-in-1 model again. You know, it's like click that on, click it off. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just an A3 with missiles on top.
But this Calliope looks like a good start for a new version of Russian Katyusha, right?
Yes, someone said that in the chat about the Katyushka. Yeah. That'd be quite cool.
That'd be good. That'd be really good. The missile they need to be a little bit longer though.
Arthur mentioned something about Katyusha on the stream.
Yeah.
Do you think they will stay away from Russian sets, or do you think they'll be okay?
I think
I think they will. I'm sure they will make new Katyusha. I'm 900% sure.
There we go. There's got to be some kind of dare if it doesn't happen. I don't know what it is, but someone said, "Is that a fence on top of it?" No, it's not a fence.
No, that's the northern version. That is. That's the one built in Manchester.
It's the new tank that does your fencing for you. Let's go to the next page and have a little look.
There's also new sets here.
Is there?
Panzer. New sets. A new set.
Oh, there, that Panzer there.
Panzer 3, right?
Oh, we got the Techno Viking. Yeah.
Right.
I stole that off of you, sorry. I enjoyed that video. It's very funny. So we've got the Panzer 3 out, which comes with Techno Viking or the guy from Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah. So he's the guy that gets thrown into the propeller. Spoiler.
Can't believe you spoiled it for me.
And then these have got the printing. I think he's got printing on his back, hasn't he? They were saying. He looks like Eminem, that guy.
Oh, is he that one? Is it the Eminem? The real Slim Shady's now got prints. Hey, nice.
There's vomit on his sweater. I do like the look of this tank though. So 1-28. So again, some people love it, some people hate it, but I quite like the look of it. And it's a 2-in-1, so you've got different turrets on it. I can't quite make out what they are. One that's like a mortar one, maybe, or a smaller one. I don't know. I can't quite make that out.
I can't quite see it from here.
We got the cold out. That's pretty cool, to be fair. Huge, I bet though.
Isn't that again just another remake one though, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Right, so we've got a few of these. These are Christian's favourite kind of tanks. These ones, aren't they?
To be honest, I don't have any from the new series. So starting from the Tiger, nothing in. No, starting from a Panther. I wrongly said no Panther. No, that was Tiger. So there's nothing
from here.
Nothing in my collection yet.
Yeah.
There we go. You plan on getting them all?
We'll see.
So yes.
That's a yes. Yeah, that's a yes. I like the Churchill. That's really cool.
The Churchill looks good. That does look good.
Bit biased there. We've got a T30, T34.
This green
Very
on
nice.
Churchill looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting the colours quite good now on them. You must admit.
I want to see a desert one as well. I would like to see a desert one.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But you get so many desert or
I get that. Yeah,
German tanks, don't we?
Yeah.
And another Sherman and a T34, got a Panzer. There's loads of choice. As I keep saying, these are great for if you want to test out Cobi and just see what it's like. They're a very good price and they get you into the building tank, really.
Yeah.
I like them. I like them a lot. We also got this little one up here, which has some... This is a strange one for me, this kind of scenery. What do we think about having the extra bit of scenery with this tank? Is it kind of necessary, or
as long as it doesn't take away from the quality of the build of the tank for the price,
that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Yeah,
because if you've got loads of plastic added to it and it's just making the tank not worth buying.
I think for that, because obviously they're obviously trying to build the robotic, the first remote tank on that one. Obviously that's so small. I think they kind of like, well, we can't sell it for €20 or £20 or whatever. So let's just shove a load of scenery in there. So I don't think for that it's going to take anything away. But I get where you're coming from on that one.
Yeah,
it's a lot less pieces than the others. It's 250 compared to 390 this one. So
but I suppose that again, they're quite big molds though, aren't they? On those leaves, they do look quite rather chunky compared to the rest of them. So I suppose that adds into the factor of it. I guess the molding process.
Yep.
I'm not justifying it, but I'm just thinking of something spitballing there. So
I say I've got a tree. So I got one with a golf set I got from them. It had a tree in it. And it was a bit of a strange kind of tree. But yeah, I suppose, if you didn't have the scenery and you got that tiny little tank, you'd be kind of like... I think if they didn't put the scenery in it, that just won't sell. Because who knows what that tank is or what that was, or you have to be diehard to know that. I bet most Cobi people just go buy that just for the scenery, just for the trees and all the other bits. Be good for mocking, wouldn't it, and stuff?
Yeah. It is something that until now there's not been a lot of in it as well. Sceneries and just random brick boxes and stuff like that. But it looks like these are maybe coming through now soon, aren't they?
I think that's what he was trying to get to on the stream, that they want to have some more scenery and shrubbery and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do like how they've done the trees, the leaves as they droop down. They're not, it's quite nice. With the two little shrubbery bits at the end there, I think they're pretty cool. Quite sure to see what else they come out with that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you'll be out soonish. Well, nowish. Right? So, we've got a Mustang, we've already seen that one before, I believe.
I still need to get that one. I got my mosquito though, so I'm happy about that.
Hey, we might actually have a stream where we won't mention the Lancaster for 5 minutes now.
No,
No, that's wishful thinking.
no, because I went seeing a mosquito and a Lancaster in Lincoln the other week, and yeah,
Did you cry a little bit?
a little bit because I had the mosquito there and thinking, Cobi, do one of these, and it's so lovely, but the Lancaster they don't do.
I don't know if we're ever going to get one. I honestly don't.
I reckon we will. I think it's too iconic not to do it. I think give it time. Give it time. I mean, Cobi are only getting bigger, and they're going to run out of planes to build. So there's only so many times people are going to buy a Mosquito or a Mustang or whatever. You know, they're going to run out of them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Here's a little thing. Apparently, someone's actually rebuilding a Mosquito in Southampton. Apparently, looking for donations.
Oh wow!
Airworthy.
Airworthy, yes. They're actually
Great
rebuilding.
photos. Are they making out of the original popsicle sticks?
Probably. I could donate plenty of those. My daughter eats them.
Because the one in Lincoln, it can taxi round and everything, and it's fully working.
They can't fly. Yeah, it can't fly though.
Because it's the problems with the actual flight on the Mosquito.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the problem with woodworm, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to go up in a wooden plane, if I'm honest.
No.
Well, they're stealthy, so that's the only thing that I could put towards it. Yeah, no.
Did the Hurricane have a lot of wood in it as well?
Sorry?
Did the Hurricane have a lot of wood in it as well? I imagine.
Yeah, 50-50 that was. The whole rear end of the Hurricane was wood.
Yeah,
the front end.
I thought I wasn't imagining it.
No. I think it was only the Spitfire that was made completely out of metal.
Yeah.
So someone's asked how much are these planes? The Spitfire is about €30, is it not? Am I right there?
Hang on. I will.
€30, about £26. Is that right?
Well, if you're in UK, I've got things like that for sale and stuff.
Oh God, here he goes.
Check out bricks.com.
I'm sure it's about 30, €35 for the smaller Spitfires and the Fokker Wolf and all stuff like that. Whereas the Wellington's probably, how many bricks is that? It's probably about 60, I'd say. €60.
I need to count how much Spitfire costs in Poland and calculate it.
Of course, you guys are in zlotys, aren't you? Yeah.
So yeah, here the Spitfire is $29.99.
Yeah, so €35. About, is that 60 zloty, something like that, I think.
So that Stucker's coming out again soon.
Yeah.
So we got another Junkers coming out. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the Stucker.
The other. I want to see where all the bricks have come from because it's at least, I think it's 150 bricks more than the old one. So I'm not sure where they go.
They might have built up the fuselage more.
Yeah,
because it was a chunky old plane, so you know
you might just get quite a lot of spares, I suppose.
Yeah.
Spare propellers, so you can chuck them about, and if they break, you can just put new propellers on them and stuff like that. Yep, you could do that.
Okay, so I did the math with Spitfire price, and I can get it for around £18 in Poland.
What?
18
Well, no one going for my stuff then.
Wow.
Well,
at least go on holiday to Poland.
We do, don't we? We need to make a trip over there, man.
Yeah. Wow, that's like a lot different.
But don't go to modeling. They have official prices.
Do they?
Yeah, they have the same prices as the Cobi official web store.
Here's a question for you: Do they have Cobi shops, like just sell Cobi, or is it sell in the supermarkets, or?
Basically, yes, but there's some shops. I don't know if the brand is strictly connected with the Cobi. Is it theirs? But there's a brand called Toys Box, something like that. and
Okay.
they have probably full offer of Cobi catalogs.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So you
I
can.
need to do the research, but I think the owner is Cobi of them.
Oh, so they own the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Because
Damn sight easier to get than what we can then.
yeah, in England, I've not seen them in any. But there's a few kind of small independent shops that have them. But other than that, it's all on the internet.
Yeah, it's the internet, or if you go to like Tank Fest or whatever and stuff like that, if you actually go to the event, the odd person's got a few bits and whatnot.
I'm surprised they've never tried to get into Smiths or something. You know.
Yeah,
I reckon they will. To be honest, I reckon they will. Just give them time, because look, they sell Oxford and Mega Blocks and Mega Constructs and all that kind of stuff. You know, just give them time. I reckon they will start edging their way in there. I reckon.
You hope
Yeah.
so.
I think for a lot of it, I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's only a matter of time. Before
I
you
mean-
know it, there'll be a whole row longer than Lego. Literally.
yeah. Well, that's it.
Hope. Yep,
We
that'd be
used to
nice,
have
wouldn't
we
it?
used to have a fair few model shops over in the UK, didn't we? I mean, they've, you don't get as many anymore because people just don't do the hobby. But I wonder if they started like stocking these sort of things in that sort of shop. If there is any left.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. I mean, because it takes building this is a damn sight easier than putting an Airfix model together. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but when you finish, they look bloody as good as nearly.
Yeah, that's the bloody problem. Yeah. Yes, that took me an hour. That took me 7 months. Much better. Yeah, that can go in the bin now. Yeah. Yeah, I know which one I'll take.
Yeah, let's everyone throw away their Airfix. That's what we're
Yeah,
saying.
throw away your years of hard work and
Throw it
labour.
away and buy some Cobi instead.
Yeah.
So we have 3 here. We've got the Hurricane, which is awesome, a new Hurricane, which we're going to be happy about in England.
Woo.
Yay! We've got arguably probably the plane that won Battle of Britain, but we won't go into that.
Whoa, you are pushing buttons now.
We've got the Mitsubishi Series N, and then we've got the Wildcat.
Now, out of all of those, I really want the Zero, because that is arguably the best plane out of World War II. I don't care what anyone says. That was just a phenomenal plane.
That's
Shame they couldn't modernise it to keep it going. Well,
So
actually, not.
I will not agree with you.
Keep crashing them into things.
Well, yeah, right up until that point. Right up to that point.
Well, sorry, Chris, do you agree with him or not?
No, definitely not. Maybe at the beginning of war, but at the end.
Yeah, coming at the end, yeah, no, they were way outclassed. But no, at the beginning to the middle, they outclassed everyone. I don't know about a Spitfire. I don't know whether they could outclass a Spitfire because we never found that out. But coming to the end of the war, yeah, no, it was a terrible plane by the end of it. That's what I'm saying. If they could modernize, if they had the resources to modernize it, that would have been a lethal plane to continue on with. Just that.
I don't think they could outclass a 109 either. Yeah.
Oh, I think I think put the stats side by side. I think the Zero would have outclassed the BF 109 all day long because it had a faster climb rate and all that. Nah. Because I mean, look how long it took for the Americans to catch up with the Zero. It took them a year.
So was it the Corsair that kind of changed that, or was it the Zero?
What's that?
Well, that's what it would have come across a Wildcat, wouldn't it, and a Zero and a Corsair, wouldn't it, the Mitsubishi?
Yeah,
the Wildcat first, wasn't it? And then
the Wildcat was first. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Corsairs and the Tomcat.
The Corsair.
Did the Tomcat come after as well?
The Tomcat, which was obviously just the far more formidable plane. Yeah, it was just perfect all around. But
planes are a bit above
the British were out in the Pacific anyway, doing the Americans' dirty work anyway. We were out there doing it. So, yeah, I can't remember what planes we were using now. Can't remember.
Yeah. Planes are a bit like that.
HMS Indomitable. That's what was out in the Pacific.
There we go. It's this horrible name.
Full of facts here, man.
The only one that's new there's the Yamato, questionably new, isn't it? We've seen it a few times.
It's there. I don't think it's been up for a while now, isn't it?
Yeah, there it is. It's massive. It's got tons of guns. Yeah, cool.
There you go.
Boom. It goes boom, boom.
Big boom, boom. Oh shit! Now I can't put it on the stand again.
On here we have the Turpets. Let's say that proper country, shall we? Turpets.
Turpets.
There's a Turpets there. Which comes with the Enigma machine, which is quite cool. And a dude listening to Spotify.
Nice.
I like this. The camouflage is really nice on it because it's got the green on the guns and rare space.
Yeah,
which is quite a nice little touch.
Absolutely spot on that chipper. That's going to go well once I eventually build the Binspark.
We need a Lancaster because that's what blew it up. So.
Yes, maybe that's the Easter eggs. Maybe that's the Easter eggs. Maybe that's it. The Turpets is there now. It could be an Easter egg.
They're building it. They're just fine now.
So, yeah, that's the yes, nice one. They just take up too much room, don't they?
Yes.
And money from wallet.
Yeah, makes a hell of a dent.
Yeah, they do.
They're too expensive for me.
The bank,
but don't they look good?
They do take up too much room. These large ships, they take up too much room. I've only got one.
Says the one who's got the bloody Lego Titanic. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
They're not easy to sneak past the wife either, are they, these big ships?
No, that's particularly difficult.
It's currently, I mean, I'm not thinking it because it's a wrong brand for the stream, but it's currently there sat on the thingy while I'm installing a light kit into it. So
I'm glad you made it historically accurate, split in two.
Yeah. Yeah.
First the Lancaster or the goat.
Hopefully the Lancaster, yeah.
I think the Lancaster will.
Anything new there other than all these millions of MiGs and stuff here, all these kind of MiG 17s galore here? We've seen those before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've seen MiGs. Once you've seen one MiG, you've seen them all.
The fresco is quite cool though. Like here's all the bit everyone got really excited about. We're like,
yes.
So this is their Company of Heroes 3 license, which is quite exciting to be fair. It's their license after what the tank thing. Was it called? World of Tanks or something. That's the one.
World of Tanks, yeah.
So they've kind of gone away from that onto this, which is
arguably better because Company of Heroes is just an awesome game.
Yeah, it's pretty good fun to be fair.
Yeah,
it's bloody hard though, but it's good fun.
It's great.
It's good fun. So you've got the US Air Support Center, which has got a dude on a motorbike. I'm interested to see how this is built more than anything with these struts and stuff, how they've done that.
I like the box art on the Company Hero stuff. Just that black sets it off nicely. It's just
the
nice.
green bling, what they call it. It's nice.
Yeah.
And this is the first battle pack that's got 4 different nation soldiers in it. So you've got American, German, Italian, and British. So you've got all.
Buy a few boxes of them, you can build 4 armies in one go.
Yeah, I think he was saying they do that more often, don't they? So you can tell the Italian because he screws his shoes on. Sorry. There's the bunker. I'm getting the bunker. I think it's really good value as well. Is it £40 or £30?
Thereabouts, isn't it? Yeah.
For 642 bricks, which is quite a good value. And you can open it up and there's bits and pieces inside. There's like a bed and
there's no official price yet. So
no, it was a rumored price, wasn't it? That's right.
Yeah.
That chap on Instagram, Cobi News. I can't believe it's going to be £30 for that many bricks. It seems a little bit out. So we'll see.
If it is, I'll take 2.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's good that bunker because if you're feeling a bit fruity with it, you could buy a couple and build a Star Wars set out of it afterwards.
It could be. Yep, the bunker does have an interior. Yeah, it's got like I think it has like a telephone and a stretcher and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Gaming setup, streaming room, all that kind of stuff.
Nice. Pool table.
Yeah, pool table. Yeah. We've got another Sherman.
Yeah, you've seen once in a while.
They do like their Shermans, don't they?
They do love a Sherman. Well, let's face it, there was loads of Shermans. Yeah.
It's quite
I'm
a
just
popular
glad.
tank.
Yeah, it was.
And a lot of people got very excited. We'll go down along the bottom of the second page. The flak, because I think it's about,
Flak 88.
correct me if I'm wrong, it's been about 3-4 years since they've done a flak.
Yeah, probably. Oh, God, that looks so good. That's the right scale as well. I mean, look at the size of him compared to the mini dude. That's perfect.
Yeah, 1 to 35, which I think a few people were a bit perplexed about, but
I don't care. That just looks so good. I mean, the Flak 88's massive, and it should be massive. Comparing to a tank, it was bloody ginormous.
yeah, I mean, they've got loads of detail on it with the
to be fair, I think if you've done it any smaller, you're going to sacrifice so much detail, and it wouldn't look like a Flak 88. It was just like a 10-pounder or something like that, or 1-pounder. No, it's so good.
Or I could do a quarter-pounder.
Quarter-pounder.
And then we've got the Churchill. Another Churchill. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, but this Churchill's special to me because you can actually fit a minifigure in it. Yes, 135 scale. It's the first one I'm going to have. It's great.
And we've got another Panzer 4. Ouch. G.
It's just such a good wave. It's just so good.
Do you think we're going to get any more?
I hope so. I think so. Me personally, I think so because Company Heroes are very good at doing expansion packs. So I reckon we will get more.
Hey, we've got sorry, Stu.
If they've acquired a license for it, they're going to have to bring more out.
Yeah.
Just to warrant paying for the bloody license in the first place.
Yeah. I think maybe they've gone 135. I don't know why. Maybe it's a better scale for mini figures. I don't really know the rationale behind the scaling. We need Raz in it. Really,
I don't think it's 135 scale for minifigures because I mean, look how much of their body sticks out of that tank.
Yeah,
you can't stick them all the way in.
You would have got more detail, I suppose, in a 1 to 28, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah.
So maybe it's something to do with more of a display piece than I don't know. We'll have to ask Arta that and hear her say maybe, probably. So yeah, I mean they haven't got any Soviet sets here, which is interesting because I'm assuming they're going to be in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, I don't know because I think the first part of the game is going to be based in Italy. I think it is.
Yeah, Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, is it some of it in Africa as well?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Obviously, the Soviet Union had nothing to do with that. So. Yeah, I reckon we will get a Soviet Union expansion pack on it eventually, but at the moment, I think this is just purely Germany, Desert Rats and Desert Fox kind of thing.
I'd like them to go over to the Pacific. That'd be quite cool.
Based on the first set with minifigs, there are only 4 armies there, without Russians, right?
That's correct. Yeah, you've got a point there. You've got Italian. What was it again?
Italian, German, American, and
British.
British, right?
Yeah.
Will we get an Italian tank? Have Cobi ever done an Italian tank? I can't remember one. Have they ever done an Italian tank?
What? Tankette.
Tankette, sorry. Have they ever done one?
I don't remember ever seeing one, no.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I won't be asking for one of them like a language.
Why not? The tankettes are funny.
They are funny. I just don't know who in their right mind would ever think, yes, I am willing to get in that and it will save my life, despite you couldn't even take a shot from a bloody pistol.
Well, it's all about
How fast were they?
Not very.
Hey, if it was really rocket fast, you could piss off in it little go-kart. You know what I mean? You're fine.
They were faster than a Churchill tank, which isn't saying a lot.
There you go. It's like the two guys in the in the Serengeti and whatnot, and the one guy puts his trainers on. He says, "What are you doing? You won't outrun a lion in that." I don't have to outrun the lion, just you.
There we go. That's a Christmas cracker joke come early.
Yes. It was a Christmas crapper joke anyway, but whatever.
There's no new modern stuff, is there? On this page.
Nah, don't think so.
I'd quite like some more modern stuff, but we'll see. If I skip anything, you got the Mirage. That's newish. It's quite nice, and the Hornet, and the Saab. Yeah, Saab's.
Do you know what would be?
I'm waiting for them to build a Eurofighter. I mean, come on, so I build a Eurofighter now.
They're taking as long as it actually built to build the real one.
Yeah, it's true.
It was an experience, wasn't it? It's another Mirage, another Saab. Got the Ghost of Kiev, which was cool. It's a real nice plane. And then you've got the Fulcrum. I like them to the new Concorde. We set every single time we see it without the stickers.
Yeah. That is a set that is in dire. I know I've said this 100 times before, but definitely needs an update. Absolutely needs an update. Badly. That is a bitch of a set. It's an easy set to put together, but to put no stickers on. Nah.
You have to have a steady hand, don't you? And about 4 of them at that.
And obviously, you're going over top of bricks as well. To a lot of people, is heresy.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the ass set. It's a gorgeous looking set, but it's a pain in the ass.
Anyone got the space shuttle?
No.
I got a space shuttle, but not that one. Not yet. Anyway, I want to get that.
So now we come on to Cobi cars. I don't know why I said it like that.
Cobi cars.
We have the Trabant. Yeah, we've seen all these ones before. The Charleston won't show Solo that. He gets really upset about that set.
Good lad.
We'll skip that one. Then we have again, and the Skoda, which we kind of were perplexed about, but it turns out
scratching my head. Yep,
it's a massive selling car in Poland. Am I right there, Christian?
I have the same one.
Oh,
Brilliant!
There we go.
I actually told my next door neighbour's got a thingy version, an estate version.
Not the same version. Previous one.
I told him about it, and he wants to buy it now just to get that. And I said, buy a few extra bricks and turn it into a state version.
Which, if you got the is it the RS? Is that what they call it?
VRS.
Yes.
VRS. Sorry, yeah.
VRS.
If you got this exact.
In this color, but previous version, and not VRS.
Okay, we apologize for our being rude about it.
Yeah, but basically it's true. It's a very popular car in Poland. But in my opinion, this set was made strict for Czech market.
Yeah, you think so. It was a bit. It came out of nowhere, and when I saw it, I was thinking, what a random car to pick to make a big model of.
But I love how they put it in there. They put it in between a terrible Citroen C2V and an Opel.
Yeah,
2 very old cars and a very modern car in the middle there. Surely you want to put that on the modern, with like where the Mustangs was, Maserati. Sorry. It just seems like
they're just putting them in the order of serial number.
That's true. Yeah, they are as well. Yeah, the set numbers. Yeah, they are. What do people think of this Opel Record C Coupe?
It does look nice.
I've never seen one. I don't. I can't
again,
really
it's one of those random cars that were only really available in certain countries, which was not the UK.
It's probably Germany, right, or West Germany.
Yeah, Opel's German. Yeah,
at that point. It's quite cool looking though. Looks like a bit more American than.
It does, doesn't it?
Let's make it black, and we'll call this the Dodge Charger.
Yeah, it does. It does really look like a Charger.
Yeah, that's Craig. Yeah, I don't know why I can't talk there. My brain just stopped working.
Fart.
We have some more Skodas here. They need to do some more of these tiny cars. I think they're really cool.
They are good.
They're quite good fun to build.
Especially if you haven't got like a load of time to build as well, though, and you ain't got a lot of dollar in the pocket and whatnot. You can pick them up really cheap and quite quick to build.
They're pocket money builders, aren't they? That's what they are.
Definitely.
I've got that Golf set. It's ridiculous. Someone says the Maserati was designed for the Italian market. Yep.
Yeah.
I love a Maserati though. Maseratis are just ridiculous.
Just tell them don't build a Vauxhall for the British market. It's not a good idea.
Don't do that. My
not
God.
A good idea.
Yeah, no, they'll probably come out with something like an Austrian Allegro or something like that, won't they? So, nice.
We've got this new car, Vectra.
I would just literally just buy that, and this is what smash it against the wall. I think I actually hate a Vectra more than the Citroen C2V.
There you go. Everybody does.
Citroen Picasso. Indeed.
Oh, look at them little Titanics.
The VRS will support vehicles for the Scoobies, which is the Subaru Impreza, because they can keep up when tuned. Craig he knows his stuff about tuned up Scooby Dooby Doos. Stu, are you going to get one of these Titanics and compare it to the lesser version?
Well, it's one of them is about as big as that bit.
Yes, but as we all know, that just because it's big, it's all about how you use it. All right.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, I might do. But Martin's actually sending me the Oxford version he's got as well of the Titanic. I might just get a Titanic from each manufacturer.
I don't think that the one that's not the executive edition that comes with the iceberg, I don't think it's as expensive as that one. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So it might be worthwhile just getting the standard version.
Yeah.
And just lose out on the iceberg.
Some white pieces and some clear pieces put together, and hey pesto, iceberg.
Yep, and we come to the end. End of the catalogue. There is a couple of other things I wanted to show you guys. So I'll just quickly turn that off. We'll go
Solo's just pissed off somewhere. He's gone.
He's gone to getting his 2CV.
We can see his space shuttle right
now. Yeah.
No, very nice.
Definitely not Cobi.
No, he's got a London bus, Aston Martin. He's doing all right, isn't he?
Read out Brick Stage's latest comment.
Is it rude?
Yeah.
Audi, the worst 4 rings on the outside and 1 ring piece driving it. Nice. Audis aren't that bad, are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They are.
Do we not like Audis? No.
Audi, BMWs, Mercedes drivers.
Right, hold on. I drive a Mercedes.
Oh God, yeah, you'll be one of those kind of guys. In them.
only for another 3 or 4 months, and I'm changing.
Don't tell me to an Audi.
To an Audi? No. No, I'm going. Skoda, yeah, the Cobi one. Now I'm getting a Kia, so I'm going very boring.
Nothing wrong with a Kia. Good, dependable, and reliable. The Korean way.
Yes,
I don't know what I'm talking about. I own a Mazda, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Stands Korean for Mercedes.
You better hope not.
I made that up. I just wanted to quickly talk about this thing that was shown today or yesterday. Let me just get the screen shared. Sorry. Hairdresser's version. Yes. I am a hairdresser.
Is it top model?
It's this. Did we see this today?
Yes.
The mix of bricks. So doing a kilogram of bricks for €20, is that right? Which seems very cheap.
So is that just literally butt ton of bricks of old sets and just throw them in a bag and sell them.
I'm guessing so.
Or
So
is
what's
the like,
point? What's
or
the
is
point
like
behind it then? Is this just like off bricks? Is it that they just had lying around, or
that's it? Is it that, or is it, or are the bricks going to be always the same in the bags? And you know,
I'm gonna have to buy a couple to find out.
Yeah, I will get a bag.
Because you can get minifigs and all sorts in there. They were saying
There will be 4 minifigs in the bags.
there's always 4, is there? Okay.
I don't know. It's always 4, but Łukasz Kowalczyk from Cobi wrote it about 4. So I think there will be 4 in the bags always.
it's good that though. Just a
And
nice
the-
little.
And they will try to mix the other bricks.
It's just a grab bag in it. What you can just pick up for next to nothing.
Yeah, it just seems very random. That's all I'm saying. It just seems like a very random thing to do.
Tell you what though. Last Christmas I did a stall in a Christmas market, and I just made up loads of 400-gram bags of Lego. Well, less than that, about 200-gram bags, and I was selling them for £4 each, and they went faster than any set I had on the stall. Just little grab bags. They were just going so fast. So
Yeah, see, I just had a load of excess Star Wars sets with a couple of Cobi sets. And the Cobi sets actually sell first, actually, believe it or not. They sold first. And then after that, the Star Wars sets just gone. I made so much money on those sets as well. It was unbelievable. No one checks the prices. Just little old dearies walking around. Oh, I think Timmy might like that one. Yeah, it's 200 quid. Thank you for a battle pack.
I will love it as well.
Yes.
Why do you have to have a sinister voice when you're doing that solo? Come on.
Because I hear the sinister means behind it.
Can you hear me, guys? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, my headphones ran out of batteries, which is strange because they're on 100%. So.
But his headphones run out of batteries and his camera went off.
Yeah.
Well, the trouble is, because I've had to plug it in, I can only get my head this far.
Oh, right. We got half a cabbage.
I'm like this. Look. Hello.
It's half a cabbage. He's more like a sprout at the moment.
So this is the professionalism of this stream is just unbelievable.
Fantastic.
So I think we've done an hour now, so that's usually what we do.
Yeah.
We'll have a 10-minute chat, sorry, because we did spend quite a long time going through that. Kind of want to get to a bit more about Christian down the bottom. I don't know whereabouts are you from in Poland? Just out of interest.
I'm from Rzeszów.
Oh, okay.
Subcarpathian region. It's about 60 kilometers from Cobi factory in Mielec.
Oh, wow.
Have you been? Have you ever been there?
No. I don't think they let people to go in.
No,
it's a factory. It's people work there, right? It's not a museum. I think it's even danger for some people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wonder if they'd ever do a kind of like Lego house or a Cobi house, as it were.
I think they are trying to do something like that with this modeling stronghold. Is it in English? Stronghold?
Fortress.
Fortress.
Yeah, they've got.
Fortress is better.
Lego have got a house. They need some battle.
Yeah, the fortress is a bit better than the house, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was also info about that they are buying. I think buying some old fortress in Krakow also.
Oh wow! Okay. So
That would be awesome.
So they must be a fairly big company in Poland, then, right?
I used to work for them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a front-end developer, so I'm working with sites,
Okay.
And
Yeah.
in my previous company, I was working on Cobi store.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
wow. Okay.
that was 8 years ago, so a long time.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool.
There you go. See, thought we had an
Yeah.
insider then.
And for about 4, 6 years, I didn't bought any of their sets.
Did you not?
So you just recently got back into buying them then?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Do you buy Lego and other bricks?
I have some Speed Champions series from Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't go
Some-
wrong with Speed Champions.
yeah, they're probably there.
few sets from Technic also.
Yeah, Technic. I thought I was the only person here that ever bought Technic, so at least I know I'm not the only person on the planet that doesn't buy Technic. So
No,
that's all right.
I have got the Land Rover there,
Oh yeah, you do have the Land Rover. Yes, that was the
And-
first and only one that you bought, isn't it?
and
I've got a
the
Land Rover as well.
Lambo.
Yeah.
I've got the Lambo.
I think I will try to sell my Technic sets and buy some Cobi instead.
Yeah.
There's always one in yeah, I mean,
There's gas all over the place, and it's just salt down.
it's interesting, kind of like they're hearing how Cobi sells in Poland and stuff, and it's in the shops and things. You know,
Yeah.
because it's very different. It's not so. I don't think many people know of it over in English. It's not that big a brand yet. So
So they've got enough products to appeal to the mass market over here as well.
yeah,
They've got enough things out that appeal to British people. They just
Yeah.
need to move some more over here.
yeah,
I need to take the risk and the plunge, in it, to come over.
Or whether that's the merchants that take that risk in it as well.
I would have thought. No, I'm not going to get political here, but I would have thought maybe if we stay within the EU, perhaps it might happen a little bit quicker. Now, obviously, they got to import stuff over here. They got to pay more fees now to get here. Maybe it might deter them off a little bit more. I don't know. Obviously, I'm out of that sector now, so I don't.
I think it's true in that what did you say? It's easier if country is in EU, right?
Yeah.
To ship their products there.
100%. It's because you can see it in the postage prices. If I buy from Cobi direct, it's quite pricey to get it shipped here. Whereas if you buy from Brick Tanks or wherever, you may pay for a little bit more for the set, but the postage is free.
Yeah.
You're looking at probably about £16 to £20 to get it posted from Cobi.
Wow.
Which is quite a lot, to be fair. But they're better than Lego because at least they kind of pre-do the shipping stuff. I can't believe I'm sat like this. Really.
I'm wondering.
We are normally more professional.
Are we? Are we though?
No, we're not. No.
Be honest with ourselves.
So what are you saying then? So
I'm wondering how it would look like if I would buy some set, for example, and how much I will pay for shipping to UK.
recently, a guy did that for me. They had like a limited edition, like a post office or something. It's like a Polish courier company. I think it was Post It or something like that. They were called. And it was cheaper for him to ship it to me than it was Cobi because they use UPS, so it was quite expensive. Whereas I think he used like your national post service or government post service rather than.
It's called Poczta Polska.
That's the one. Yeah, I wasn't going to try and say it. So it just came when it got to here. It just come by Royal Mail, you know. So it was just normal postal service. So yeah, it probably would be cheaper.
Yeah, but we are talking about buying sets on Cobi store, official Cobi store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cobi prices are quite high in their stores. If you
Are
go
they?
to other shops, online shops, you can get it cheaper. For example,
really?
this Spitfire for 18 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how much? So how much more difference then between? So you're paying the official Kobe price then. So obviously I ain't got the Kobe page up on my.
It's Coffee offers discount on their price on their shop, 10%, something like that. It's on the footer of their site. There's a link to the discount code, and you can add it to the all of your um, of your basket, right, in the shop.
Right.
Okay.
And even with this discount, there's 10%. I can get it cheaper in other shops. Not all sets, but there's something called Allegro. It's a marketplace, and you can buy it their sets, hobby sets, a lot cheaper than in hobby store.
Okay, that's interesting. To be fair, Kobe officially recommends buying in local resellers rather than from them.
That's an interesting tactic.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different one, isn't it?
I'm checking the price of Spitfire on Comic Shop.
Well, I suppose either way, Kobe, like a lot of places, obviously they
Oh.
made their money, haven't they? They sold them to the shop, so either way, it's like ka-ching. They
They
made
have-
their money, I suppose. At the same time, helping out.
They
Yeah,
have
they
discount.
get their money no matter what, don't they? But it's like
Yeah.
selling to these local retailers, they're boosting economy there and
It's a
giving
good way of
more.
doing things. That's a bloody good way of doing things.
Yeah,
It's interesting. You know. Yeah.
So there's a Spitfire on Cobi store, and it's some discount on them. It costs 110 Polish zloty. So quick math, it's around 20 pounds. Right?
Wow.
It's
Still cheaper. It's still cheaper.
still cheaper, right? And
Yeah.
I can get it for 18 pounds on this marketplace, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
even cheaper.
Fair
Wow.
play.
Wow.
Fair play. Can't argue with that.
No, that's very good. To be fair, and if I come to Poland, I'm going to be having to take another suitcase back. I think.
You got to get through customs. Oh, it's coming.
Okay.
So have you got any contraband in there? No, just bricks.
Lots of plastic brick. I'm sorry, sir. We're gonna have to check you over.
But they don't they have a yearly kind of thing at the fortress where they kind of have an event and they modelling fortress, I believe, kind of like they have reenactments and stuff like that going on, which is quite cool.
I think they had something like that this year, didn't they? They had something.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Right, I'm happy to kind of start wrapping this up for you guys. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, so
Yep.
we got a little bit over than we normally do. We normally like to do an hour, but it always ends up us chatting. Thank you, Christian or P Bricks, for coming on. I really appreciate it. It's great to have someone kind of from Poland talk about Polish Cobi bricks, you know, because we don't always get the info that quickly over here. So it's really good. Thank you, Stu, and thank you, Solo Darren. I'm just calling by their real names, and why not? Let's say a few thank yous in the chat. We had Filmer Bricks, we had Brick Stage Pass, we had Cobi. I cannot say that. Can you say that for me, please, Christian?
Cobi Nowości.
Thank you very much. We had Chomik, we had Greg for London Bridge Bricks, Carol was here. Axel Play. If I forget anyone, I apologise. Sherman, Tanky Man was here. That's his official name. Anyone I missed, I do apologise. Infamous Convicts, Dud Sidious. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you in a month's time where we'll be doing this again and see who we have as a guest then. Maybe we might get Arthur on. Who knows? Probably not. But thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Au revoir.